Well, the importance of vocabulary is that vocabulary is very important because this is the basis of the development of every other language skill, which are reading comprehension, writing, speaking, spelling, and pronunciation. Now, how can I know if I really know a word? Well, this means you need to know the form, the meaning of the word, and the use of the word. And talking about form, basically is you need to know the spelling, the pronunciation, and the word parts of this one. In other words, you need to know how the word looks like, how the word sounds, how the word is pronounced, how the word is written and spelled, and what word parts are recognizable in this word, and other word parts what word parts are needed in order to communicate the meaning of this word. And talking about meaning too, you need to know the denotative meaning of this word, which is basically the literal meaning of the word, what the word really means, and also you need to know what the connotative meaning of this word is, which means that what association the person gives to this word in order to associate it or relate it to an action or another word. And now you need to know how to use the word, like in grammatical functions, like when to use it how to use it in a question, in a negative, or in a positive statement. And collocations, you need to know which words can you use with this other word in order to complete the idea. Now, in constraints and use, you need to know if you can use this word in a formal context. Like, when are you going to use it? Where are you going to use it? How are you going to use it? And also, how often are you going to use this word in order to not overwhelm the person who you're speaking to? Now, let's talk a little bit about morphology. Well, morphology is the study of word forms, or the study of forms. Now, a word means that it's a small. It is a unit of language which carries meaning, and morphemes are the ones that are the smallest units of language which also carries meaning. Now we have two types of morphemes. We have the free morphemes and the bound morphemes. The free morphemes are also called root or stem, and we have two of this one. We have the lexical morphemes and the functional morphemes. The lexical morphemes are also called content words, and these are the nouns, the adjectives, the verbs, and the adverbs. And in functional morphemes, which are also called function words, are the ones that are the articles and the determiners and the quantifiers and all of those. Now, in bound morphemes, we have affixes, which are constituted by suffixes and prefixes, and we have derivational and inflectional morphemes. Inflectional morphemes do not change the word form at all, and derivational morphemes, they do change the word form, and these can change a verb into a noun. And now, how are words created? We can create words by borrowing them from another language, like restaurant or paparazzi. And restaurant is a French word, and paparazzi it's a Italian word. We can create words also by affixation, like applying the use of prefixes and suffixes, like in the word use. We can say unuseful, we can say unused or useless. We can create a word also by coinage, which is creating a word by popularity, like when people use a word so much that it actually becomes a word. And we can also create words by onomatopoeia, which is converting the sound into a word, like boom, like ping, like bleep, and all of that. We can also create words by acronyms, which are gathering the first letter of each word in every phrase and then putting them together and making a word, like ASAP, which means as soon as possible, or AKA, which means also known as. We can also create a word by clipping them. This means that you can create it with like shorting a word, like refrigerator. You create a word calling it fridge, and also you can create a word by blending, and this means that you get a word and combine it with another word and make a new word, like hangry, or oh yeah, I can't imagine another one, but this one is it's a great example. Hangry is a combination of hungry and angry. And that's basically it, guys. Thank you.